thanks for being here.
Yep.
I do think it's a great opportunity to put some of these issues together in terms of integrating electricity and the transportation sector. And the take-home message here is that there are issues, but most of them are manageable.
Mm-hmm.
If there's ones that are unmanageable, we'll find that out in the course of the briefing. That's what we say our mission is. We educate Congress, and people always tell us, gee, they sure do need it. A briefing is sort of a beautiful thing because it's really saying, like, what's the most constructive way to think about this issue and what information and perspectives do we need? Thank you very much for coming today to our briefing on the role of electricity as a transportation fuel.
Really interesting story is when we look at the plug-ins. So this is the plug-in 20 and the plug-in 40. We have what's called a range-extended electric vehicle.
We try and show Congress and congressional staff this stuff is possible. The frustrating thing about working in DC and working in politics is that people will take their sweet time in letting you know what exactly it is what they think and what they need and what their interests are.
We haven't heard any updates. Usually you get an update you get more updates when it gets closer.
So the urgency of it is something that we talk about a lot. Climate may not have the same recoverability. We may pass a tipping point because we really have to start today to avoid problems 10, 20, 50, 100 years from now. And it's hard to think that long. Politics that's not how politics works, because the people 50 years from now are not voting. The system is really designed to be slow and incremental. When we talk about doing a comprehensive bill that will cap overall greenhouse gas emissions, that means it's going to take a long time. It's taken us 30 years to get a health care bill. But once you create a price on carbon, that really will be a game changer.
EESI does an outstanding job of choosing valuable topics to help educate congressional staff. The influence is more to make sure that policy is better informed than it is to try to carry it in one direction or another.
That means all the energy and greenhouse gases required for both manufacturing.
So they're very well read and they follow the news and whatnot. But I think the challenge is when you get these issues that seem to be, these conflicts that seem to be intractable. Like a congressman from state X wants this and another faction wants something different and they're at odds. So it's finding those win-win situations, finding that common ground. We all want a clean environment, and it's really just how we get there and what the mechanisms are.